Hello,
Hello,
hello.
everybody.
Uh,
Welcome to the Brigade podcast, the bucket list, as we call it. Not what you think. Neither of us are dying. If you are, our prayers go out to you if you believe in that stuff. Angel and I are just out here cracking a two cold ones, specifically rainstorm, with that clean vegan energy, man. How's your rain today? What flavor did you got today?
I got the
I saw it
guava.
was a different flavor.
Yeah, it's a guava strawberry.
I've had that one. I've had that one.
I think it's delicious. I like it. Definitely not sponsored by the.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Like,
uh,
how many episodes are we in now? And we have to say that every episode just because we always talk about it. But
it's it's
we feel
great.
the need to say that.
It's great. It's only 10 calories. Don't forget it's clean vegan energy and it's kosher. Uh, so if if that interests you, kosher is always a thing. Anyways,
Yeah, man, it sure is.
I think it's I think I think I should have made it get a little bit colder, but I'm good. I mean, it's good. It's good.
Mine's been sitting on the floor for all day, so it's about as cold as it's gonna get.
Mine has been sitting. It was sitting in the fridge all day yesterday, and then we left to celebrate uh, an event, and what you call it. Then it was in my car, and then I got back here, and we got on Dragon's Dogma 2, and I was just it was just sitting there eyeing me, watching me down, and I was just like, oh, I gotta save this. I gotta save this for the podcast. I gotta save this for the podcast. And it was also like
I did.
midnight, and I was
I
like,
was gonna say
I'm not
I
about to
did the
drink
same
this.
thing, except for it wasn't midnight for me. It was like 12 a.m. Nope, that's midnight. It was like, oh god, I don't know what it was. It was sometime in the morning. But I went to grab rains. And I bought two. I grabbed the rainstorm, and then I just grabbed not to be confused with the tropical storm, because that's what I also grabbed, because I knew I was gonna want one when I got home to play Dragon's Dogma, and then one for the podcast that we're filming now. Um, yeah, man, just beat it. But funny enough, that is not what we're talking about today. We could probably even split the episode if we run out of things to talk about the subject that we are going to talk about. But I don't think that's going to happen because I absolutely love the subject we're about to drop, which is solo leveling. Really hoping you'd pick that up, but you just kind of left me to hang there. But
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
the the anime, by the way, not the manhwa.
My cord got stuck, and I was trying to get it unstuck, and I felt it. I felt the pressure immediately, like
Of me
like
setting you up,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
you just weren't there.
yeah. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, man,
I
all
was
good.
like panicking on the inside. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm about to
He said
I'm,
hours went by while I was sitting here
I'm
trying
about
to
to,
undo my cord.
I'm about to let him down. Yeah,
I get it.
I was panicking a bit right there.
I could feel the panic,
You know
but
what? I'm glad you could. I'm glad you could.
that's why I picked it up when I saw you struggling and panicking. I was like, oh god, let's not add to this. But
Let's not make this awkward.
even though there's already a bit of an awkward gap, but it's fine. We
I
had a go ahead.
I didn't think it was that awkward. I didn't think it was
Oh,
that big of a gap.
I I felt like the back of my neck start heating up, and I was like, all right, we'll roll on into it anyways.
You know what I
But yeah,
think
man,
we should do?
restart.
No, I think we should we should do a drunk podcast episode.
I don't know about a podcast, maybe a stream. I would do a stream. I don't know about a
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, you're right. You're right. But it'd have to be a funny, like we would have to be playing like a funny game
No, no.
or Wait, what?
Uno. Uno is just always fun when we play that drunk. I don't think I've ever had a bad time drinking and playing Uno.
I think
I definitely would want Theo there for that though.
definitely Theo. And I'm
I
trying to
don't know if he would drink, but it'd be still be fun for him to show up.
yeah, I don't know who.
Actually, he probably would drink. I don't know why I said that.
Man, Theo's a drinking man. He's a hard
Very
working man. He's
honestly, he's a blue collar man right there.
he's definitely
He's not, but I mean, he
he's
gives off the vibes. I feel like he could be though.
bro with his
But
beard and like his hair is on point. You know, man's
I've tried.
man's married and everything. He's living a good old life. You know, he has a daughter and everything. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, rub it in.
And he's not that much older than us, which I think it's crazy how like all of our lives have like
I think in our friend group, he is the oldest though. But I mean, not to. That's not bad. I'm just saying. He does have that head start in life that we did not have.
the
Because
cheater.
the thing. I'm sorry. I just saw the fucking audio wave just go red line as soon as you said that.
Dude, it's
Oh
funny.
god, that was hilarious. But
So,
all right, I'm gonna
shows
try
how
it again.
passionate I was.
We're here to talk about Solo Leveling today, the anime. I'm gonna steer us onto this because I know I have a lot to say about this, and I want to try and jump on this as early as possible because we also just finished. I think last weekend. No, this weekend. Well, it's Monday, so we're filming this on a Monday right now. For me, oh goodness, I'm sorry, I'm about to burp. Anyways,
It's
we're filming
also
this on a Monday. Last Saturday,
it's
the,
also
the
Monday for
Saturday
me.
just passed. Well, fuck. All right, so we're filming this on a Monday, and we just finished. Well, we didn't just watch it, but Saturday is when the finale came out for Solo Leveling, for the season one. It's been booked for 6 seasons, and the second season comes out later this year. God, does that make me so happy!
God,
I'm
does that make
so
me
excited.
fucking erect?
Dude, I am so bricked up about it. It's like, dude, oh man,
I
I can't talk about it because you haven't read it,
you're right.
and I
You're
don't
right.
want to spoil anything for anybody who's watching this and hasn't read it
And have to
because
watch to start
in the
reading it,
first,
but
definitely worth the read, definitely worth the read. And I'll say that to anyone who watched Solo Leveling season one and was like on the fence about it, absolutely read it. I think I found it. God, where the hell did I found it at a BAM, which is a Books a Million, and it's kind of like a Barnes and Noble. Did Barnes and Noble sell books? Am I stupid for thinking that? I've
no,
never been to
I
one, but
I
there
I
wasn't one wherever I was, so I just equate it to that because I think they sell books. But regardless,
I don't
um,
know if
I
they
was in
do
a
or not.
bookstore and they had an anime section, and I was looking for a new manga to pick up before I left, and I found Solo Leveling. I think I read wasn't the first chapter. I read the first few pages, and it looked pretty good. I think they had one oh god, I'm sorry. I think they had one, two, maybe three. I think I was looking for three, but they had books one and two on sale. I bought those along with my Berserk hardcover. That I was like every paycheck I was gonna buy a Berserk hardcover. I'm slacking on that now. I don't have them all, but I'm getting there. But yeah, so I bought chapter the book one and two, and after I read those, I was hooked. I was immediately hooked. And then I found three and four later in Arizona at Walmart for some reason. Don't know why it was at Walmart. I think this is when Walmart was starting to expand their anime section from just Dragon Ball Z. And it was actually, they had a bunch of other stuff. And then across from that,
Hey
they had
man,
a small section of manga.
hey man, Dragon Ball Z is good.
Listen, I'm not coming at it. I'm just saying when people are like, "Oh yeah, I like anime. I've watched Dragon Ball Z," and it's like, cool, man. So is 99% of the population of the planet.
Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Anyways,
Yeah,
uh, sorry.
just drop that on me, huh?
Yeah, sorry. Go on. Go
But
on. Go on about your anime that still has the author alive. Go on.
okay.
Go on.
But regardless, yeah, we he it was over there, and I was hooked. I think it took me another 3 months to get find other books because I didn't have any apps, and I didn't know any apps existed to read mangas yet. And I think somebody mentioned one, but every time I clicked on it, it would just pull up porn, and I was like, this isn't what I want. I just want the manga. I don't need all of these ads coming up. And so I was like, I can't read this and focus at the same time because I have a simulator that's like, you should play this alone. And it's like, I am alone, but it's because I'm reading manga and I don't want anybody else to see me right now because I'm at work.
You
So I
remember?
don't want and
You remember
go on.
Brandon?
Yes.
Um, when we were like working with him, he would like read like so much like at like work. Like I would like every time I would like see him, he'd be reading. And I'm like, hey man, like, what are you reading? And he's reading full like books. Like
Hmm.
and they're like anime based sometimes there's not. And I'm just like, man, to have that much of a dedication to reading is like
I
fascinating to me.
I used to. I had it that I kind of had that in high school.
I never have. I don't know why.
I don't know why you had to emphasize that so
I
hard, but
never did.
I'm not one of those book nerds.
Not a.
But, but that was my fixation with Aragon. Like I was reading it, and every time I would read it, I just had such an issue putting it down because I used to work at a campground, and the second year I worked there, I worked as like there's no way to say it that doesn't sound weird. Like we had play areas. There was like a bouncing pillow, which is like a trampoline, but it just fills up with air. And then there's you good?
Yeah, I'm just like, just the way you're explaining this.
Yeah, so there's like a bouncy pillow that I would watch, and there was also a slide that people would go down along with a bike store. So in this area, it was like a small area of the campground. This was all at. So when you were working, we called it rec crew so for recreation. Um, I would always be reading Aragon, and so I was oh god, I had an issue because I would always be reading it,
Mhm.
and there would be like times where you would have to watch the people go down on the slide so that they were out of the way, and then you could tell the next person to go through. But I was just down. I had it down to a science where I would just flip the page. I would read, listen for the splash, wait 3 seconds, and then tell the next people they can go. And like there was like, yeah, you're not supposed to do this, or this. And then like they're like, can we go down backwards? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Can we do this? Yeah, I don't care. If they weren't standing up, I didn't care. And so like I was reading my book
If
and I didn't see my
somebody
boss.
if somebody
Oh,
could
I
go
was
through
fired.
in an entire
Oh,
waterfall or water slide, excuse me, standing up, I would have to give him credit. Have,
yeah. But
have
at
you?
the same time, I'd be like, you can't come back on.
Yeah, but like, have you seen that one to where this guy is running on the slide and like he's doing pretty well. He's like, it looks like he's running on water, but he's just momentum and everything, and like other people can see people go down the slide, and people
Mhm.
start pointing at him like, "Look at him go!" And I thought that
I've
was funny.
never seen that. I can't say I have seen that. But yeah,
But
so like I was reading my book one day and like I was getting to a really good part. It was like it was a battle scene. large scale like siege was happening in the book. And I was like, this is intense. And my boss just puts his hand on my shoulder and was like, hey, buddy, how about you go put your book in the car? And I was just like, yeah, okay. And I just dog eared my page. And I was like, you motherfucker. It was getting so good. It's like if you were in the middle of a movie and someone grabbed you by the shirt and was like, "We're leaving, let's go," and you're like, "But it's so good, it's getting good," and then they're like, "It's too bad, you're never gonna know what happens." And yeah, that was the last time I was ever allowed to read while at work. But anyways, back to solo leveling.
I
Oh, dude, you look like you had something to say. God damn it.
I did, but
Okay.
I got into solo leveling because you and somebody else were talking about it, and it was like at the time episode 10 had just dropped, I think, and so you were like, "Hey, Angel, you watching solo leveling?" And I was like, "No, man."
It was probably me and my brother were talking about it.
Yeah, and I was like, "No, man, haven't started it, haven't picked it up yet. I want to." Uh, and so I was like, "Yeah, I'll probably just watch it later." And then the very next day, I binged it until like until like episode 10, and I was
Mm-hmm.
just like, "Wow, this is great." And then I immediately texted you, and I was like, "Hey, man, we should do an episode on solo leveling."
Yeah, because it is just they did it so much justice. All right, spoiler alert. Here it is. Talking about season 1,
Oh yeah, big
but
spoilers. Big spoilers.
for
Don't
season 1 at least. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. But I'm gonna start with episode 1 because the book starts a different way than how the show starts, because the show has a lot of world building it has to do in like the first 2 to 3 episodes, and like it gets a lot out of there in like the first 5 minutes. There's a lot of information that is packed into it, and it starts with the Jeju Island raid, which is an island full of,
what, they're like ants,
if
right?
you've seen, yeah, I was gonna say, if you've seen like Hunter x Hunter, they're basically chimera ants where like they evolve over time.
Or if you ever played Elden Ring, where
Oh yeah, they're just those stupid fucking ants that hide in the caves.
yeah. Some
Sorry, I
got
have a
some
sore
are
spot.
some have hard heads and some don't.
Some
Some got squishy sides and
some
some
fly.
don't.
I hate you.
Some can fly and some don't.
They're the worst. So, anyways, it starts with that to really just show the power scale of what a high class hunter can do.
But yeah,
And let me tell
they didn't do nothing. They failed. Cause
you,
want me to
okay,
tell you
yes,
why?
they did.
Cause Jinwoo wasn't there.
I mean, if Chidwu was there, that'd be a humongous mistake at that point. Because homie was a D class hunter.
Yeah. I really want him to. Never mind. We're still on the first episode. We'll continue the first episode.
Okay, okay. So
I'll
yeah,
get
it
into it
starts with
later.
like, okay, it starts with the raid, and you just kind of see all of the hunters. Do you see all the hunters, class, levels, and guilds, pretty much all working together, and it just makes such a culmination that is amazing. And then we get into like the start of Sung Jin Woo's story. Like the beginning was just it was a I really enjoyed the way they started the show. And then it gets into the first episode, and just for an anime to stay so true to the source material, it was incredible from there on out. I think the only big changes were later on in the later episodes, which we can get into. Was there anything else you wanted to say about episode 1 besides, oh, sorry, last thing I'll say, immediately when you see the first dude just get torn apart, I just was like, I was sitting there going, good, good. I wasn't happy the dude died. I was just like, this show needs to be brutal to kind of like set the scale for things later in the show. To be like, yeah, this isn't like, oh yeah, we're hunters. We're gonna go fucking save the day. We're like, this is what we do. It's like, no, man, like shit goes wrong sometimes. Not everything goes according to plan when you literally have zero intel.
It reminds me of Goblin Slayer when it
Yeah,
comes when it comes to the brutality of the situation. Also,
1,000%.
Jobless Reincarnation, um,
Mm-hmm. I'm familiar.
which the brutality and like the humanity of it, I feel like really shines for me. Um,
I don't remember it being that like
well,
brutal.
well, Jobless Reincarnation was really like brutal mentally, um, because
Are you talking about when he gets ED?
yeah, yeah, because
Okay.
like he goes through like depression,
Yeah, like
and he
okay,
goes through like
okay.
multiple stages
I
and
really
see
said that like it wasn't a big deal. I didn't mean it to sound like that.
it,
It was definitely his like biggest situation where it's like, yeah, he finally like in 2 lifetimes he finally found somebody. He was like, cool, someone's willing to sleep with me. And then the next day she was gone. And it's like, I don't know what to do with myself now because like I was doing all of this to impress her and like well, I don't even say impress her. It was more just to like show how impressive he is in just like a power scale way. And like she just left so fast. And it's like imagine pouring your heart and soul to this person for years because isn't he her tutor for like a year or two or something like that, or is it months? I could be wrong. It's been a
it's
little bit
something
since
like
I've
that.
seen it,
It's something
but
like
yeah.
that. But I'm a fucking fool for romance. I just love it. I love seeing the initial kiss between the protagonist and the
Oh, dude,
protagonist made love
let me
interest.
tell you.
And if I don't
Let
get
me
that
tell
kiss,
you.
I'm pissed.
Let me tell you about Solo Lovely.
I trash the entire
You're
fucking
gonna fucking hate it.
fuck.
You think there's romance in this shit? Nah.
I at least want it to be at least like one, even if it's just small, you know, like uh, I like her, I should protect her, and like you don't.
I'm just not gonna comment at this point now because I feel bad. I don't want to
Oh,
burst your
dude,
bubble.
I just got done watching an anime, and apparently the main protagonist's love interest gets pregnant, and you don't see them talk like kiss nothing throughout the
Oh, it just
entire.
happened.
It just fucking happens, and
Well,
not a goddamn kiss, not a goddamn hey I like you, not a goddamn nothing.
well, that's
And
not even like SAO. Obviously, they couldn't get pregnant in SAO because it's virtual.
yeah,
But like, there's like an
could
entire
they
time where
even
like
have sex
Asuna
though?
and but it's a one for one recreation of their body, in it. I
True.
I mean, they still had. I mean, even when
I
Kirito was shirtless, he still had nips. It's just because he's clothed.
I think of Sao abridged, and he's like, I turned this off. Have fun.
We're so fucked.
Hey,
Oh
you're a
god,
guy, and you're not a
you're
girl.
not a girl.
I'm
Or
okay.
no, you're not 17. You're not a girl. I'm okay with this. Love knows no gender.
Oh, dude.
Dude, I can quote that all day, every
I
day.
oh man, dude, it's so funny. And then
It's a 10 out of 10 recreation of the original anime.
there's
I think I enjoy their recreation of SAO more than I actually like SAO, just because it makes more sense.
I enjoy Dragon Ball Z abridged. However, I feel like I don't enjoy it enough to watch it like sit down at episode 1 and then watch it through. I like seeing clips, and my favorite clips are Master Roshi, Vegeta, and
Piccolo.
no, no.
Oh,
I think either like
Bell.
it's one of yes. Yes, because Goku and Cell are so gay for each other, and I love it. I love it, dude, because it's so like they're not gay, but it's like it's such a like, oh man, dude, I'll beat the shit out of you, and then the other character will go like, oh, I love you, and he's just like, oh man, I love you. I'm feeling some weird,
Oh.
I feel some weird tension right now, because it's Cell was made to like destroy the world, and like I
Hmm.
can't remember if he was made to destroy Goku or not. I don't think he was, but it would make even more sense where he's like, "Oh, you're right. I think I do love you." And Vegeta is all about like his pride and stuff like that, and Tien just strokes like his like ego, not like that, not, like he's just like he picks and prongs at him, you know.
Is it bad that for about a solid 30 seconds I didn't know who Tien was because I always called him by the wrong name on
Tren,
purpose?
Tren.
Yeah, I always call him Tren in Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse too. And so like you said Tien, I was like, Tien, who the fuck is Tien? And I was like, oh, Tren, that's right. Whoops.
I
It was another spoiler for a completely wrong reason. I couldn't remember what Super Saiyan it is where Goku's hair goes pink. Um, is it a Super Saiyan or is that specifically Goku Black?
How dare you? And it's specifically Goku Black.
Okay, so I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't think it's a Super Saiyan mode. So I was like, maybe it's just Goku Black. And so in the spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the new Godzilla movie, but Godzilla powers up and he basically transforms his entire body. And like he just gets slimmer and fitter. And
Is
then like his spikes on his back grow and everything's pink. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know Goku or I didn't know Godzilla was just a fucking Saiyan. I was like, he's a Super Saiyan now. And I went, never mind, he's Black Goku. And then I went, no, it's Goku Black. I was like, God damn it. Because I always say Black Goku instead of Goku Black.
it's
Just because it
so
sounds funny. But
there's so many there's so many like memes about like Goku's Black's like name.
mm-hmm.
Um be Black Goku. People put him with like an afro or something, or
God damn
like that guy's not black. Which I think the abridged version makes fun of as well.
it.
Um,
I
or
really
or,
want to
or
see that now.
or there's like an edit somewhere of like somebody
Mm-hmm.
being like, he's not black. and Trunks is like no, it's because of his clothing. um Master Roshi is hilarious.
I could imagine. Is he anything like
He
the clips that were on TikTok where it's like Master Roshi and Kermit the Frog and Cell? Is he just kind of like that?
I think so. I think so actually.
Okay.
Because he picks up the phone one time and he's like, "Can you speak up? I'm not wearing pants." It pans out to him, and he's just sitting there in like a tux, like the top, like the like the tux, has a dress shirt on, has the hat on. He's not wearing any pants. It's just, if I remember correctly, of what he was wearing. Um, oh gosh, getting completely off topic. First episode,
Yeah.
um, I thought it was good. I was really
You're still talking about Dragon Ball Abridged.
first episode, Dragon Ball Bridge, hilarious.
10
Um,
out of 10. Master Roshi would subscribe.
Sao abridged, hilarious. Um,
We'll
you
have an abridged episode later on.
you may call me Tiffany.
Thunderlion, Chocolate Axe. But you can call me Tiffany.
Oh, that's a
Okay, I
pretty
don't.
manly name.
What should be? It's a woman's name. Okay, I don't know how to talk to you. Good, you can shut up and listen.
That's
God,
it's so
I
great.
think I quoted that to my brother for like a month straight. We'd be in Destiny 2 raids, just quoting SAO abridged to each other, making everybody's brain power just go into the negatives while we were just feeding off the energy.
I don't know what this
But
kick
yeah,
has
man,
been.
episode one, great time.
Yeah,
Great time, episode one.
I don't know what this kick has been with me saying fuck you to your brother like every other like three
For
minutes.
like a little background context, every time, so me and my brother will hop in Dragon's Dogma 2. Obviously, you can't play with each other. You can pull each other's pawns. Also, when you beat the game, it tells you who your closest pawn ally was that wasn't yours. I got Don Fluffles, which is my brother's, and I just want to say that is exactly where it should be. And then my second pawn was the first pawn I ever had. That was outside of my one that I made. And I
Yeah,
was like, oh my God, I remember her. And I was like, best healer in town. The only reason I got rid of her was because I think I was level 25 and she was still level 0. And I was like, okay, sweetie, you need to get out of here. You're not great anymore. But I really, I think I had her for 15 in game days. And it was just so many days. And I was like, if I could, I would level you up with me, but I can't. So I'm sorry. What I should have done, just equipped her with a new loadout. And oh, yeah, that's where I was going with this. And every time my brother would say something during like our time, we would just stream each other's screens, watch each other play Dragon's Dogma 2, and Angel over here would just come in and shit on the man because he just has such a great metabolism. Homie has a sleeper build on the same level of Sungjin Woo, where like takes the shirt off, is just chiseled. And it's not because he works out, it's just he has a good workout routine where it's like he works out like once or twice a week. He's getting well, that was before. He's actually better now about habitually going. But yeah, man, Angel just shits on him for a nice metabolism.
I don't
And
have
then
a
the
very fast metabolism. It hurts me. It upsets me.
to be
However,
fair, he's not actually shitting on him. If he
yeah.
was, I would be coming at Angel sideways, but I know he's joking. So if my brother ever did have an issue, I'd be like, bro, he doesn't mean it. If you want me to confront him, I will. Which, hey man, we're gonna have an intervention later.
Oh,
I'm
are we?
kidding.
Oh,
No,
I was
no,
about to
no,
say
no.
like I'll stop. Like like
No. It's funny
I
as shit because he'll give you shit right back.
I'm a very like understanding person. Like I hope like people can like come to me like for anything, especially like if they feel like hey like this is going too far. I would be like, oh sorry, I didn't mean to push that boundary. Like I just I thought we were just having a good time and stuff. And yeah,
To be fair, I just hate you because of your metabolism. It's really the only thing I hate about you.
yeah, man. Screw you and your fast metabolism. If you're watching Cole, fuck you. Anyways, uh,
Oh, okay.
um,
Anyways, man, episode 2.
hang on.
Oh, okay.
I was really hoping it wasn't a reincarnation thing, um, because
Oh, like an isekai kind of?
yeah, I was really hoping it wasn't
Okay.
an isekai and stuff like that, and I'm happy it wasn't. But
Mhm.
I feel like the transformation for his character himself happened way too fast for me.
So, I'll be honest. I agree because I literally was like, it was just an episode, or like it was a camera cut, and he was just different, and I was like, oh shit, okay, we're not just gonna do the gradual change, like because I want to say in the book it was subtle, where like he got taller, and then he mentioned something about like, man, this haircut kind of does is like very childish, and then he gets a haircut, and then that makes him look way older because he gets like the wolf cut like that. everybody has. And so I didn't want to say that and sound really rude, but dude, everybody has it. I'm not upset. I'm just jealous because my
I
fucking
can't.
hair
I
gets
can't.
so curly
I
and I
can't grow
can't
out my hair
fucking
like
do it.
that.
Like you have the perfect hair for the wolf cut. Like you could do it.
I
And
unfortunately am growing out my hair for a man bun.
I know, which is totally viable too. You're going for the Jackie Wells haircut from Cyberpunk.
I am. I am. Hopefully, I can get a bit skinnier and put on some muscle, and
And
hopefully,
hopefully you don't fucking die like Jackie.
fi-
Otherwise, I'm just gonna
wow.
realize maybe I am the main character.
My brother-in-law, real quick, wants to go fishing
Okay.
for sharks. Uh,
What the fuck?
and I told him, I was like, man, I don't know what it is, but I have this masculine urge to take a shark on, like head to head, in its territory and
Who
overcome it.
has this?
What?
Please tell me this was your brother-in-law and not you saying this.
This was 100% me.
God
Saying,
damn it, Angel. There's no way.
I'm not saying I will. I'm not saying I will. I'm not saying I will. By all means, I
But
will.
would
I
you?
won't. I won't. I won't because I'm smart enough. I'm smart enough not to do that. You know, to put myself in danger. You know, because
To know you would lose that fight 10 times out of 10?
if I had a knife, I don't think I would. And that's where my brain is at right now. Um, to where I
What
just
kind of shark do you want to fight, man? Like what kind? Name a
no.
species.
It's
Don't say great white. Please, for the love of all,
it's
don't say
just the
that.
masculine urge to take
There's like
on
3 right off
an
rip. I don't
apex.
want you to say it.
Listen. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna name any sharks. I'm not gonna name any specific breeds. I'm not gonna say whether or not if they have a dick or not. Whatever. But
That's not gonna matter.
have you ever like you've had the masculine urge to take on an apex predator and want to win?
You know what I do? I play a fucking game. And
Listen,
I'm like, this satisfies that urge
listen.
because I know I'm never gonna beat a bear. I know
I
I'm
know
never gonna
that.
beat a
I know,
moose.
but
I know I'm never gonna fight a fucking shark in its own habitat and win.
listen,
Mainly because I'm terrified of the fucking ocean.
listen. I think, like I'm not like I said, I'm not doing any of this. I'm not going to attempt any of this, right? And neither should the listeners. But
I don't think we have to worry about that.
hey, man, you'd be surprised. You know, I'm a solid 5'4", wanting to take on. I say it all the time to
I didn't want to bring up your height, man, but
my
that's also a
brother-in-law.
reason.
I bring it up all the time to my brother-in-law, where I'm like, I could take a bear. I think I could take a bear. Knowing
Black
full
bear's the
well,
best.
I think I would get smacked on, right? Unless I
Out of,
specifically trained to beat a bear or said predator.
I think the only bear I'd be able to take is a black bear. They get big. They still get pretty fucking
Yeah,
big,
yeah, yeah.
but they. Oh my god! I gotta kill you now because I just stuttered. I'm sorry.
I love those TikToks, but I'm seeing a lot of people
I
take it
hate it.
from the original creator, and it upsets me because I'm like, this isn't how it goes. He like stutters
Doing
like
it right.
once or twice, and then he's like, "Gah!"
Which is how I feel because as soon as I saw it happen, I went, "That happens to me all the time." And it just every time it happens, I'm like, I I don't want to say what I just said now because I stuttered 18 times before I could get the words
Oh
out. And
man,
so I saw that and I was like, that's such a better reaction to not want to say it is just throw hands
how,
immediately.
how did we get on the topic of apex predators?
Because you said you wanted to go, your fucking stepbrother or whatever wanted to play or go.
Fishing
God
for
damn it.
sharks or something.
Yeah.
It's something like that. And then I was like, oh, I could take on a shark. And like I joke around about it, like like because like when we went ice fishing for the first time, um, And I'm like, I'm a real man's man. Man's man. Because I was drilling the hole. Because we
The
forgot
fuck is that?
we it's
It's a character in Fairy Tale, isn't it?
no, it's
Real man's man.
no, it's Ethan from
Oh, yeah. When he's doing the fucking he's sawing or whatever.
yeah, unfortunately
Uh,
nobody in the in-laws family understood that reference. But
knows Unis Honest.
yeah, um but
Rip.
it was funny though. Cuz here I was manually drilling the hole as everybody else kind of just looked and stared at me. And we were loud enough to where other people could hear me. And I feel like I would 100% get judging looks. But nonetheless, yeah, I was really hoping it wasn't an isekai, and I'm happy that it's not. I'm really disappointed
The
that
hard right turns, Angel. You're killing me.
dude, I'm trying to get us back on course. Cuz I feel like
You're
this
the one
entire
who's steering us off
I
course
know, and I'm so
every
sorry. I'm
time.
so sorry.
I don't have any issues with it.
um
Elfman. His name's Elfman. Sorry. I had to figure out what the dude's name was from Fairy Tale that always talks about being a man.
no worries, man.
Fucking love that character. Anyways.
I feel like yeah, I was really hoping it wasn't an isekai. And this the chick, right? Um really hoping that there's a love interest there. I don't think
Which
there's
one?
going to be. Um I think there was only one. The healer?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The healer. I'm hoping that there's a love interest there. And I hope I see it just slightly. Because I know it's an action RPG anime, and he's all about getting stronger because he wants to be the best and protect the ones he loves.
Well,
However,
it's more like he just wants to protect his mom and be able to pay some hospital bills.
he just wants to be rich.
What? No, money is.
I'm
I don't.
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hey,
Um,
Angel, I think you're watching the wrong anime.
this entire time, this entire
It's
time we're
just
watching
not
something
so
else.
lovely. Yeah, man. And then he killed the children so he could run the orphanage himself. And then he sold it off to a money grubbing family. Angel, what episode are you watching?
He
This is like
asked
episode 3, ain't it?
the children asked
Oh,
him like what shall they do, and then he just gives them a menacing glare and starts his lightsaber.
man, he starts up the light sword.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, you remember in episode
In episode 3, right?
yeah, I
Um,
couldn't remember which episode it
no,
was.
man. Oh, you're terrible, man.
I'm
Come on
sorry,
now.
I haven't. You know what, I was born May 4th, right? May 4th, may the 4th be with you, right? And I
Remember
don't
that
know.
time I was saying that you were the one who always steered us off course?
All
You
right.
can finish your thought. I just wanted to say that.
I don't know what I barely know anything about Star Wars. So I think I'm gonna watch it here pretty soon. Um,
Oh man, you should let me know so we can watch them together. Never mind. You have a wife you can watch it with. I'm sure she'd probably be down. I remember when
I don't know
the
actually.
I remember when the Rise of no, not Skywalker. It was the first one that came out
Finish
after
your thought.
the what thought? This thought that I'm saying now
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go on. Go on. Go on.
really caught me off guard with that. I was like,
It's
am I
because
not finishing the thought?
no. It's because you said like in the middle of my thought. Like finish it, like you remember when you said we were constantly going hard right, and you're like finish your thought,
Valid.
and so I said it
Okay.
back.
Yeah. So when the first sequel came out, where like it introduces Ray, I was at prom, and they had a DVD on there, and I was like, oh, I really want the DVD. and I won something. I can't remember what I won. Oh, I think it was body wash, but it was what the fuck kind of was it? It was Old Spice body wash, and it was somebody who just wasn't into like Star Wars. And so I was like, I traded my weight to get the Star Wars DVD. And somebody was like, "Have you never watched this?" I was like, "I saw it in theaters twice. I just want. Do I have it here? No. Anyways,
Joke's on you.
actually, I
I
do.
have it.
I do. Wow, I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if I didn't see it right now. Yeah, you actually might have that. That's not surprising. But
I don't know.
yeah,
I haven't gone through your
you
stuff.
well, I'd be I wouldn't care if you did. But yeah, so that's how much I was into those sequels because I thought the first sequel was done very well, and then after that it
It
just
kind of,
progressively went downhill for me. I know kids who watched it and this was their intro probably really enjoyed it, but I'm sure like in 15 years people are going to be like, "Oh man, the sequels were so good," and I'm like, "Who are
listen,
you?"
listen, man. Listen. I am upset that Jinwoo didn't go straight hands on.
God damn it! Uh huh.
I just wanted to see that man box.
Who?
It's Jinwoo.
Box who?
Oh, just everything. I wanted him to pick up a goblin by the
The
neck and just
redhead.
bam.
So you think you're gonna heal me?
Like I don't need your pity.
What do you mean? He does in episode 3. I think
He,
homie goes hard to the paint against all the wolves and the goblins.
yeah, but
Oh,
he
you
does it.
meant
He does it.
without the sword.
Yeah, without
You,
the sword. I told you. I told you. I've been in this weird headspace to where I'm like, I'm gonna grapple everything and just beat
I
the
was gonna say this
shit out
man
of it.
starts Dragon's Dogma. Dragon. Yeah, it is Dragons. Okay, I was making sure there was an S at the end of Dragons. I was like, is it Dragon Dogma? No, it's Dragon's Dogma 2. Asks me and my brother, is there a character that just kind of throws hands? And we're like,
No.
guess any character, honestly. You can just pick up people and just
Oh
throw them.
man, dude, Cole's answer to the questions I was asking aggravated me so much. I was like, all right, man, I just need a clear answer if I can build a melee build. And I
They're
just
all kind of melee builds.
exactly, and that's all I was getting, and I was just like,
It was
ah,
funny because I thought there was a monk vocation, and I don't think there is. And that was the worst part. Was I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a monk build. And I'm like, no, I think I'm mixing that up with trickster, and trickster has like those like I don't know what it is. It looks like a teapot, but you put smoke in it, and like I don't know what those are, but that's what it is.
I couldn't tell you what it is.
I don't know. All I know is if Sung Jin Woo had that, he'd be beating the shit out of everybody with them.
Like for example, like when he grapples like the snake in one of the later episodes,
Hmm. Episode 4.
yeah, and he crushes like the armor. I think
Yes.
I thought that was so cool. You know, he's like, all right, you may be faster than me and stuff, or you may be whipping me around like I'm some type of rag doll. But jokes on you, I'm about to grip you like no other. Pause. Anyways, oh, anyways, keep it in,
Holy fuck.
keep it in.
But it was just kind of funny because I was mid drink and that was the side eye for me that I saw it on my own camera because you were just like, because he was gripping him and I side eyed and you were like, pause.
Dude,
The
it
way he
just
was just gripping that snake, dude. God, really just got me bricked up.
I well it like I think this is where my masculine urges are like
See, Okay,
prominent is because I'm like,
I'll say this:
I'm
if
good.
we lived in that universe, absolutely, I'd be like, yeah, man, you're a hunter. Go fight a fight. Anyways, yeah, man,
That's the second time
you're
this
a hunter.
stream.
It's getting
I
worse, man.
mean,
I think I'm
recording.
dying. I think my
I'm
brain's
having a stroke.
deteriorating. Yeah, I'm just having a brain aneurysm. But no, man, I think if you were a hunter, I'd be like, yeah, man, go fight a fucking moose. Go,
Fucking go for it. Who cares?
go fight a
If you
whale
die,
shark.
it's on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're just kind of a shitty hunter at that point.
Oh man, I really wanted to see some type of underwater combat from the anime, but I don't. We didn't see it.
I'll tell you right now, man. Just prepare to be disappointed. Then
Man,
there's there's none. I'll say that.
I've
I'll
been
say that there's none.
my anime like expectations are just like through the roof recently. I don't know why.
It's not even through the roof. It's just strange.
It's just me. It's,
Well,
it,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. It's not out of the realm of possibility because all the gates are above ground. So it's like, why wouldn't there be a gate? Excuse me.
that's lower.
That's subterranean. Yeah, that's subterranean or in the ocean, which would be like, what the fuck? How do we get? Oh my goodness, I'm burpy because of the rainstorm.
I'm burping
Clean vegan energy.
and kosher.
Um, not sponsored. And so it would beg the question of what would happen if the gates were opened up. Well, I guess it really wouldn't make sense.
It would just flood
Well,
the
yeah, it
gate,
would
right?
flood the gate. Yeah, because
So
so that's why it wouldn't make sense
unless
unless
they developed or evolved into into
yeah, I don't think it would work
into
out
water
because then if
breathing.
there was a dungeon break, it would just flood the fucking gate and there would be like, well, they all died. How? They all drowned. So it took care of itself? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Boss
So
didn't stand a chance.
yeah, fucking it was a goblin. He just drowned. Couldn't hold his breath. It was at the bottom of the ocean. The pressure was so immense.
That
It was literally a pressure washer coming into the portal. Wow, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, man, the way they drop the lore of the world. Also, I'll say this quick: all of the Japanese voice actors, chef's kiss. I fucking love them all. All of the actors are exactly how I want them to sound. Like even for the old man who's just scarred up. I don't think you hear his name, but it's like Commissioner Gogun Key or something like that. That dude is
oh, that
so
guy?
fucking cool. I love that character, and he sounded exactly how I imagined him sounding when I read it. Was just old and gravelly voice, and I'm like, yeah, I want this dude's voice to sound like just nails in a fucking grinder.
I really like the idea of like, oh, the system is just using him.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all like just because as Jinwoo stated, it's like it's just like a game. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I wonder if this is just the way that the gods just entertain themselves. So that's where my headspace is at, like with the whole
Oh,
gods.
dude, I just season 5 is gonna be fucking awesome, dude. Sorry, I'm just like I've read it and like all the shit you're saying, it's just getting me excited because it's like when all like the fucking pieces start dropping, it's like, oh my god.
Oh, dude. I all right. So a little spoiler here. Of course, we already said that earlier in the episode.
And
Um,
what?
for the last episode,
Oh, okay.
um,
Hold on. Before we get to the last episode,
go on.
let's let's talk about. Oh god, let's see.
I can't
What was
remember
another?
majority of the
So,
episodes.
so Oh, okay. Well,
But if you
okay.
bring up something, I'm pretty sure I'll remember it.
Oh, dude. Okay. So episode 6 is when he fights the people,
Mm-hmm.
and for the first time. And so, dude, I watched that at the wedding, and so when I watched it, I was like incoherent, like in and out of consciousness. I just remember being like, "Solo Leveling's out," and I set up my phone and I pressed play and I started watching it, but I was like falling asleep while watching it because I woke up in the middle of sleep just to watch it. And the next day, Cole texted me, goes, "Dude, that song in the episode," and I went, "Yeah, man," and I went, "What fucking song?"
I can't
I
remember
was so
shit.
no, I remember the episode from start to finish, but I did not hear anything that was a song. And I rewatched it, and oh, dude, I worked out the other day to that song. Felt like I was killing those people, dude.
I feel like, oh, man, I just wish the kid did more than just sit there. And
You mean the kid who was at his first ever raid?
yes,
Okay,
because I mean, like, don't get me wrong, he definitely had a fight or flight. He was a freeze, fight, flight, freeze.
yeah, that
And
man did not know what the fuck to do.
yeah, so
Well, let's be honest, man. You see
he did try.
one man.
He did try to step in though. So I do have to respect that.
I was gonna
Where
say he did like cut in,
yeah,
but at the same time, it's like you're just watching this one man who just soloed a boss, and it's like I don't
and
know what to do.
he's like the lowest ranking hunter and
Yep.
stuff. Like he has a reputation and everything, and
Yeah. And so it is just, oh man, that scene, beautifully written. I was I was very happy with that, and I think the next
I don't
few
like
episodes,
I don't like how fast it ended. I feel like it should have been
how
more.
fast he killed him.
Yeah, felt like it should have been a little bit more.
I
But
don't know, man. It
I
was a
would.
bunch of people who were underestimating him because he knew he was an E rank. And so it's just like it's like us if we walked into Dragon's Dogma and we're level 30, we'll say, and it's a fucking goblin that I've been one tapping with a bow for 20 levels. And it's like, all right. And then all of a sudden the fucking goblin just starts wiping my party. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I think what is this goblin on right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
but still,
dude. And he fucking grabs his face. Oh, dude, it was such a fucking. Oh, it was cold as shit, dude. Please, what are
you
we at
see,
for time right now?
we are at 57, actually 58 minutes.
Let's just
Uh,
run long. Let's just run long. Please.
oh, please, please,
Please!
we're not even close to being done.
We're on like episode 7. Not
Um,
even.
that you see, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like the way he grapples stuff in the show or in the
Mm-hmm.
anime is just exactly what like my brain's been needing in terms of like
We
uh,
can get into fucking Black Desert if you want.
we've tr- we've I think we really
You
tried
have.
one time, and I've
But I
tried.
know a character that would fit you right now that you would love.
I just I don't know what
I'll
it is, man. I don't know what it
I
is.
already know. And I'll Google it. I'll have you watch like a video of it and get back to me on what you think. But
All right,
anyways,
all right. Listen. All right, so we're moving on. Episode 7. What happens in episode 7?
fuck if I know, man. I know
Clear,
he fucking
clear,
he fights the prisoners and he fights the Cerberus. Those are the two other things I wanted to get to before episode 10 and 11.
I really enjoyed when he didn't fight the prisoners. He fought the
Sorry,
dude
the
that killed.
dude that
Yeah.
was in,
I guess the
yeah.
observer or whatever. Um, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that fight. However, I didn't classify Jin Woo as a hunter or assassin or anything. Like I just didn't classify him as that type of
Mm-hmm.
build. Um,
Because he's not.
exactly. Uh,
It's the only word that other hunters can place him on because it's the closest thing he resembles at that
yeah,
time.
yeah,
But it's like in all actuality, it's like, nah, man, he's not. He
yeah,
just isn't.
yeah. And the Cerberus fight was cool, but I feel like he could have done more. I know he's not trying to just like buy a bunch of potions and just call it good and even, but this man does
I
not
mean,
utilize
how
the
much do
system in
you
front of him.
prepare? How much do you prepare for a normal dungeon?
Yeah, but it wasn't a
Because
normal dungeon. It was an S
I know,
dungeon.
I don't. Does it say it was an S dungeon?
It
Fuck,
does.
I don't remember.
It does.
Okay. To be fair, yes, it does say it's S dungeon. But would you expect to when you get to the dungeon, something is guarding the dungeon? Or would you expect there just to be
Well,
enemies
he
where it's
he
like, I
he
just want to.
knew he knew that he was gonna walk into something. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
why would you not prepare, like whether it's like potions, I then
And
later
plus,
found out there's fatigue potions as well,
hmm
and like all
I
this
don't
other stuff.
know
I just
if
I
he had enough gold. That would be the only limiting factor I could see because I think at that point all he had were like the dog fangs, besides like the fang that he got from the snake.
true.
That's the only
Yeah.
thing I could see him restricting him on that. But I do get you. Yeah, it's like why would you just roll up to a S rank dungeon when you know you just said I'm on the same level as a C or D rank hunter right now.
Exactly. It just and so oh man, I thought the Cerberus fight was cool, um, but I also think it was like I thought it could have played out a lot better in my head. You know,
You thought he had plot armor.
maybe a little bit. Yeah, actually, yeah, he does have plot armor. What am I talking about?
I mean, he
To
does,
an
but
extent.
at the same time, yeah, it's like you're watching the fight and you're like, this guy should have died like three hits ago because he's just getting
Yeah,
constantly fucked,
yeah,
and then he has like his
he's getting hit.
aha moment, I guess, where he just like destroys like the eyeball of one of them and just keeps stabbing the eye because it's a critical,
Yeah,
and then it just stacks the poison and then stacks the paralysis, and yeah, episode 10.
episode 10. Can't remember what
Dude,
happens.
nah, dude. Wait. Is it 12 episodes?
It's 12
It was
episodes.
12. I don't give a fuck about episode 10. Then I'll be honest.
All right,
I don't remember.
episode
I don't remember.
11.
That's how minute that was to me because I just don't remember. I think that's when he starts playing around with like the double the workouts shit and he gets double the rewards. But
And then he figures out, and then he goes
uh,
to a next dungeon.
yeah, he goes to
and then
the
he
job
fights
quest.
Egress.
Dude.
It was such a good fight, and I respected, like, even though I know it's all probably just a game or whatever, um, the enemy
It's not just
Egress.
a game. It's
I know,
real life.
I know.
When you play the game of life, you either live or you die.
I just really enjoyed the fact that
He
Egress
dies
kind
in
of
the game. He dies in real life.
he dies in the game and dies in real life.
Okay, sorry.
I can't believe. um, I really respected him dropping his
The chivalry.
yeah, the chivalry of it. Him just
Oh,
dropping gear, and it's like, all right, let's mess some stuff up, and he just continues on with the fight.
Yup.
I didn't really like how it ended though.
You thought he got plot armored again, where it's like,
Yeah,
oh, that's how he wins.
yeah.
Well, let me tell you, man.
It happens a lot.
I fucking get used to it because it's pretty much every hard fight this man comes in contact with. Like, honestly, I don't
Poof.
mind it because it gives it almost a realistic aspect to a video game
Yeah,
perspective,
yeah. To
where
where
it's like, yes, the
the main
player
character
still has a
does.
health bar, but all the other creatures don't have a health bar. They all have realistic physics. They all have a realistic like anatomy, where it's like you chop a head off, or you go to cut someone's head off, depending on how sharp your blade is, yeah, you could behead them with one hit.
Yeah,
It's not a level of. I just like it because it's realistic, but also video game esque at the same time.
yeah,
Where, like, with how he kills Egress, is he literally goes between the slits in the eyes and the where the armor meets, which would be the weakest point. And that's why I like it. You look like you have something to say about that.
no.
Okay.
You thought,
Okay.
bitch. Anyways,
Yeah, I kind of did because you looked like you're pondering something, and I was like, "You look like you want to tell me I'm wrong," but I could have been wrong.
no.
I,
I thought it was very like it was such a good fight. It really was.
oh,
Um,
dude, straight hands for like 10 minutes is
yeah,
great,
and
fucking
and
amazing.
then afterwards, the swarm of enemies that are constant.
Hold
And
on, hold on, hold on. We're jumping like two things here. Sorry.
I'm holding,
Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
I'm
I'll
holding,
let you finish your thought.
I'm holding the on switch. Um,
Okay, turn it off.
I wasn't actually serious.
I know.
Um, all right. But go on, go on.
Okay, I just wanted to say, like, when so in the manhwa, like when Egress is just throwing straight hands, and the moment where like Jinwoo gets countered, I guess, and Egress just does the ba 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 ba, and it's just dude, like I hate. So, there are moments where you just hate watching the main character get the shit kicked out of him, but watching Egress just beat the shit out of Sung Jin Woo was like, oh my god, let him get up.
I think I
And
enjoy animes that are all about like the main protagonist hiding his strength for some odd reason because I think it's just
Mhm.
so like once people see it they're like oh my goodness or like oh my good oh my golly
Oh gosh, so strong.
oh wow he's so
Yeah.
big manly and strong stronger than my current current current
What are you about to say?
boy toy.
I knew you were gonna say some shit like that. God damn it. He's just so much better than what I have now. But one of the counters that he does, Igris just fucking kicks him where it's like a punch, punch, and then he just comes around with a side kick straight to Sung Jin Woo's chest. Like, just came it in his ribs, dude. And God, it's such a cool combo. Like, you're talking about putting hands on a motherfucker? That's what I liked. I didn't give a shit about when he broke the fucking snake's shell. I don't give a fuck about when he's just beating the shit out of regular monsters with his fist.
But he was
Like the
getting his ass
knights
beat.
literally rips the knight's head off. Like, nah, man. Igris kicking the shit out of Sung Jin Woo. The hands, he was just bah, 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 and just like punching him into the wall. That's the hands I want to be throwing. Ah, dude. And then when he kills Igris, when he like goes and he just changes the entire animation style from color to black and white, and you just see the red eye of him.
Yeah.
Oh, in my humble opinion, best fight of 2024.
I I don't know about best fight. Actually, it might be. It might be.
Like, oh man, it was just so fucking good.
I moving on to the next episode, the very last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I did not like the fact that he was gifted necromancer.
Man,
I know there
there's
must be a reason,
there
but
certainly is. Let me tell you,
man, I just didn't.
it's definitely a what the fuck in the moment of
Yeah, like
why did
I just don't think it's like I just don't think it's him. I don't think it matches like the fighting style. I don't think it matches like the value of like his character or whatever. Um like
yeah,
I
man.
I just didn't
The
think it
most I
would.
can say is there is a reason.
You better watch out. And the reason is cuz he's actually dead.
He is the Sixth Sense. He's the kid from the Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense. I can't say it.
Good luck.
I give up.
Good luck.
The movie with Bruce Willis.
You mean the sixth element?
Nope, that's the Fifth Element.
Oh.
Also with Bruce Willis, though. So I mean, good on you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Didn't never finished that movie.
I can't say
Um,
much because there's a lot of classic horror movies I haven't seen, and I really enjoy horror movies.
oh, I kind of want to play Outlast Trials. Anyways,
We'll touch on that later because
um,
I have it downloaded and I'm wanting to play it with people.
I
Yeah.
don't have it
So
downloaded.
last episode, fucking download it then. The last episode is just, oh god, it's so good because everything just happens so well.
I think
And then
I think the way he labels his word, like arise, like for the I thought that was pretty good. I was like, ooh,
so cold.
that would yeah, I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm better like I like stroke. Um,
Uh-huh.
I like the
Are you saying
fact
if you were
it's
gonna choose a
not
word?
rise, but it's a rise,
Mm-hmm.
like a risen or something. Which is funny enough because that's exactly what they call you in Dragon Dogmas 2, the risen.
So I think fan theory here, headcanon, I think this world is connected to solo leveling, and all the pawns in solo leveling are the knights that he fights in the job quest. And all of the mages and sorcerers and the thieves are from Dragon's Dogma 2. So when he says arise, it's another arisen that he summons from that world that comes forth. You feel me?
No.
I fucking hate this game. I can't get into it.
For those that don't know, I bought Dragon Dogma 2 and I
Played
played
it
it.
for like 30
I
minutes.
played it for like 30 minutes and
Just
um
sat there and went, I don't know how I feel about this.
yeah, and I just think I just wasn't in the headspace to play it at that moment. Um
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to give it another shot here eventually or soonish.
Hell yeah, you will.
And try to get back into it. I just don't know what character I would like. I think I'm going to stick with Thief though.
Well, I was gonna say it's very difficult to start a new character. I just want you to say that.
Is it?
Apparently, yeah, because I've heard you can't. Well,
I'm getting off
never
topic
mind.
again.
No, I was just gonna say it's just it. It's not that it's hard to make a new game. It's that there aren't save slots. You just have one save.
Oh, so I would
So
just
it would just
restart over.
yeah, you would start over, and then it would you just wouldn't have the other character you made.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I
I
got
figured.
into
I
yeah,
figured
30 minutes. It's an easy 30 minutes to get back.
20 of it was character customization.
Yeah, and then
The second
I
character,
kept on dying because you know I don't notice my health bar and other
dude.
stuff.
I Last thing I'm gonna say on Dragon's Dogma, I forgot how small the health bar is because as you level up, it gets bigger, and you just don't realize it as you level up. But like seeing it at when you started and seeing it where I'm at, I was like, oh my god, I'm just better.
No kidding, because you
Level
beat the game.
52.
Yeah, you beat the
Yeah,
game. Beat the game
yeah, I
today.
beat it. Fucking
Um,
greatest ending of all time.
but yeah, I just did not enjoy the fact that he was given necromancer, and then all the points he earned increased or got him a new class and stuff, and I just didn't get that as well. But I also understand why he got it.
I pretty sure I almost just dropped a heavy spoiler on accident, and I'm so glad I stopped myself
Good.
because I was like, "Yeah, he got," and I almost said it, and I went, "No, that's not right. That's
That's not
something
until
else.
later.
That is not till season like 5 or 4."
And so now I'm
Oh,
wondering, how is he going to, I guess, continue using this or those like pawns he risen up from wherever.
well,
Um,
just riz it up, pawns.
risen, risen,
Hey,
spitting
baby,
mad game.
why don't you arise for me?
They're all dudes. Hey
What up,
man,
homie?
nice cock.
Good, good game. Slaps him right on the metal chassis.
I like how you're hanging today.
You work out, man? You doing all the squats? They
Oh,
just look at him in silence because they're dead, can't talk. God, I need friends.
gosh, I love the way you look at me. They have lifeless, deathless
I
eyes.
was about to say he just stares at him with cold, lifeless eyes. Ah, it's because nobody else looks at me. It's because I have no friends. God, I'm so alone.
Oh man,
Joke's on you. The reason he got necromancer is for him how to deal with his mother not being there.
that would
It's
be
really
crazy.
wouldn't it? It's not how it works though.
Damn. I was like, just drop like a major spoiler right now.
No, but dude, I'm so excited. Season 2 comes out later this
You
year.
know what?
Oh,
Fuck his mother.
oh.
Just-
Now where I thought you were going with that, I was like, yeah, what are you about to say? Oh, that's okay. Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm
woman,
just kidding.
woman did nothing wrong. She just fell asleep and then never woke up.
I don't think the life elixir is gonna work. That's
What
what
do you
I
think it's gonna
think.
do?
I don't think it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna do a damn thing for her. I think it only impacts the player.
It's how he starts his villain arc.
Oh, he has a villain arc.
It's when he just says "fuck humanity,"
Good. I
as he
hate.
should.
I hated majority of the characters, anyways.
Bitch didn't fucking heal him anyways. Like, what the hell? All he did was collapse on the ground. God,
No, no,
useless.
no, no. I did like the healing character.
Oh, I know.
Um, but still, felt like she was really disappointing. I can't handle the loss of people, or I can't focus in
Well,
combat.
okay. Well, let's calm down. She has PTSD. All right,
Listen, and I understand.
motherfucker.
I understand that. I understand that. And
You
so
just made fun of her. So do you understand that?
I would 100% am still making fun of her, but it's an anime. Um,
Looks at her. Oh, who am I? Who am I? Oh, all that's left of me are my shoes. I'm the guy that got laser beamed. Do you remember that traumatic event in your life? Get over it.
yeah, man.
Spin straight facts.
Quit being a
Quit being a fucking pussy. Just push past your limits.
exactly. She's over here crying and like,
Oh my
oh,
god,
I
stop
did it.
crying.
I did save people. How are you gonna save somebody that was lasered?
Have you seen the bridge version of that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, it's so good. The dude's like, no, I gotta get out of here. I just got my brand new Crocs. I can't die here. And the guy like he goes, I got this. I'm the fastest one here. And he starts running and he gets lasered, and everybody's like, oh no. And it's just his feet with the red Crocs. He goes, he didn't even put him in sport mode.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh man.
Dude, I died the first time I saw that. It's so much better when you see it for the first time. Like, oh god, I lost my shit.
I didn't even know
I
there
was
was an
like,
abridged mode for it yet.
I don't think it was at a bridge. It was just like I think it was somebody just
Like a
editing it.
meme.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it was fucking hilarious though.
Wow.
Well, I think our next episode needs to be about a bridge though. I think we have enough content apparently.
A bridge
I,
episode and stuff.
yeah,
Uh,
because I think we have what is that, hour 20, and I think for about 30 of it we talked about other shit other than Solo Lovely.
I can't remember.
I do.
I've
God, I
been on a
can't
head
forget.
high for like this entire duration of what we were talking about because I just
Well,
been
I'm glad
laughing
you've been enjoying it then.
majority of the time, dude. Because it's just so funny. We're some funny. Anyways, um, um, yeah, we're like an hour 20 so far, an hour 21. Longest episode for
I'm kidding. I was lying.
I was about to
No,
say it. I was like, it's the time's literally I could see it right in front of me.
it's blurry as fuck for me.
Good.
You'll never know.
Exactly. Uh I was about to say if you could see the time, why'd you ask me the time earlier?
Oh, oh yeah, because it's blurry as fuck. So I was like, what does that say? I can't see what that says. So that's why I asked you.
And so
But yeah, man, longest
season
episode.
yeah, for no reason, just because we wanted it to be, because we're talking about anime and we like
Yeah,
anime and
which is
he
personally, it's
he
also like this is my first anime that I've read prior to it coming out. From
he
start to finish, I've read it.
he enjoys action anime. I enjoy romance anime. You know, it's perfect.
You know, he was a skater boy.
And she's see you
See,
later, boy.
yeah, I
He
was like, I
wasn't
don't
good
think that.
enough for her. Anyways, man, I used to rock that shit when I was younger.
Well, man, I think that's all she wrote for us. I think
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's where we can call it. Unless you had something you were gonna say. I think you were gonna say something about season two.
Season two, ready for it, excited for it, disappointed that
Predictions.
it's
I want your predictions.
you know what? You know what? You know what I think we're finally gonna see some
Fucking
romantic
died.
no, I think we're finally gonna see some romantic interest between the healer and Jinwoo, right? I also think that um they're
What if I
gonna
told you they'd never see her again?
I I'd be okay with it. I didn't really care. Um, fuck her and her PTSD. Anyways, needs to get over her trauma. Jokes, all jokes.
I was about to say, I was like, damn, man, you're really just going in on people who just have issues.
No, I'm going on about the character, not the people, not the issues, just that person. Anyways,
Just her specifically.
yeah, and so I, oh man, my predictions. Hopefully to see some romantic development between the healer and Jinwoo. Probably won't happen, and I'm cool with that. Um, there's gonna be some big boss fight. They're gonna try to prepare for the island again, and they're gonna find out that the island's already like majority of the creatures on the island are coming to where they're at because of the development that is given later on in the show in episode 12. Um,
Hmm.
let's see what else. What else? Um, I'm hoping Jinwoo gets another sword or something. I don't think he will though. I think the two daggers have already showed their their importance, I guess, or
Mm-hmm.
but I really want him to retake the test, to find out what rank you are or like what's your level.
Yeah.
I really want him to retake that just so I can see the progress, like numbers. I like seeing it, saying like,
Okay.
see, you classify as a S rank.
Oh my God. Sorry. You were talking about your predictions, and I just like 8 things like clicked in my mind of what has to happen before he gets to a certain point. And I was like, oh fuck, there's a lot that might happen in season 2 then.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm
I'm
hyped
so
up for it.
fucking excited.
Um, you said it comes out later this year.
Yes,
When
from
is
what I've seen,
when does it come out? Or like do you like
later this year.
it blows.
Yeah.
Blow. You know what else comes out later this year? Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. I'm so excited for it.
You know what else comes out later this year? Elden Ring DLC
I thought that was supposed to come out like.
in June.
Oh
It's
yeah,
June, Angel.
yeah. I forgot. I'm sorry. Oh
Don't
man.
you
I
forget it
guess
again.
I guess I need to start play through Elden Ring again.
I brought it up 3 times if you want to play it.
That's true. You did bring it up. I think I'm just still broken about about our last run and how we soft locked. Actually, not even soft locked, hard locked. Uh,
But I fixed it. Well, no, that character. Sorry, no, I hard locked it, progressed past it, unlocked it for me. Was gonna unlock it for you, and then
that's where your PC and stuff got here, right? And you couldn't transfer it
yeah,
over. Yeah,
different
yeah.
character. No, two separate. Those are two separate characters. The character I had here that I hard locked with you, um, I that character ended up just get glitching. Now all it
Oh,
does is load. It just loads, and so once it loads, it starts again. It just starts over,
then
and that's all
yeah,
it does.
yeah, man. I think I'll give it another shot.
All
But
right,
I'm
all
also
right, all
playing.
right.
Hang on, hang on,
We need it.
hang on,
Oh,
hang on,
okay.
hang on, hang on, hang on. I'm also playing. Hang on, don't interrupt me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm also playing Kakarot, Demon Souls, and Lord of the Fallen.
I need to update Lords of the Fallen so I can play it. I need to get into it
You need to buy a
so I can
PlayStation
beat it.
5 and play Demon Souls with me.
Well, I just got paid, so after I pay rent, and why? Okay. Um, so after I pay rent, we'll see.
Good, good, good. All right. Yeah,
All right,
we'll wrap it up there. Hour 27. Um,
perfect. Maybe we just round it out for a nice even. No, I'm kidding. I need to go to bed.
yeah, big facts. Um, I'm probably gonna go back to bed too. Yeah. I'm tired. I'm tired.
All right.
The fact that the rainstorm couldn't keep me up is it's not its
It
fault. It's
shows
my
how
fault.
tired we were. But
Exactly.
thank you for watching for another episode of the Bucket List. Uh, I hope you have a fantastic day. Our socials are going to be in the
Description.
description of the video, and we finally made them. They're not
Yeah.
live, but I
Yeah.
mean they are made. The YouTube's
Yeah.
made as of this episode.
Yeah. 30
I
on
don't know
30.
if I did. I'm not a big fan of the government.
It's so funny, dude. Anyways,
I don't
sorry.
know if I made an Instagram. Our Twitch is made. I think we're just waiting on some other socials. We're not waiting, but like we just haven't made. We're just not uploading anything right now. I think we're
I
waiting for something.
I think we're building
I
up
just can't
enough
think of it.
episodes just in case if we can't upload on a regular basis. Because our goal is to at least upload every
That's
Monday.
valid.
I feel like
That's your
um,
goal.
at,
Oh,
at least every Monday because it's just an hour of our time
within a week. Okay,
within a
that's
week.
doable.
I feel like that's doable. And there's like
Agreed.
I think there's over like 300 hours or something in a month. So as long as we could put a time for like an hour of it, we could
Okay,
upload on a weekly basis. But anyways,
Yeah.
um, yeah, we seriously
Thank
hope
you
you
again for
enjoyed.
watching.
Go watch our other stuff. You'll like it, maybe.
If we have other stuff.
Yeah, big facts, big facts. Look out!
Well, all right.
Look out for episode 2 of the Hunting Brigade.
That is true. That is true.
We're gonna get Theo back in here. He's gonna have a good time. We're all
When do
gonna
we
have a good
upload?
time.
We'll figure out with the upload order. All right. We'll see you all
Yeah.
in the next one.
Goodbye. Have a good one.